Greetings, fellow Earthlings. It's Jennifer Bell. Uh, Musings of a Mad Meditator. And again, I'm coming to you live from my new office. And I'm just going to start sharing some tools for you, um, just as a way to, I don't know, whatever, offer whatever service and support that I can. So, again, if you have requests for any kind of tools, let me know. But I'm going to make it super simple, right? Super easy and super accessible. Okay. So we can think about a lot of different things, right? About stress, right? People just say stress management, but they don't even know all the pieces of stress for this reality. This reality has lots of unseen stress, and that stress is increasing based on AI and all of like what's happening in the unseen, this flood of information that is not, doesn't have necessarily a lot of quality. It's a quantity of information. And um, I firmly believe that this whole quantum leaping thing is not a thing. We need to qual-leap, right? Um, we really need a leap in quality and qualifying and being able to sense and measure qualities of things, not how many of things there are. We essentially need the quality. Why have a, we keep looking for quantity because we're lacking in quality, right? So, and that's a little inspired by a conversation I had with Mario of symbolic studies. But I was on that thread and he just confirmed it for me. So just wanted to give a shout out to him. So anyway, let's talk about an acupuncture point. I've talked about this point before. I've worked with this point with people before, and this is a very important point. Um, and it's stomach 9, and it's called Welcome to Being Human. It sits right here, right above the thyroid, which is so interesting, right? So it's right around the thyroid cartilage, and it's right in front of the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which is interesting, right? So this is the point. Now, like when you needle it, and if you're not an acupuncturist, you're not going to needle it. You actually have to needle around the cartilage, yeah. So, like, because we're not using needles, and we can use our hands just to massage, and you have to gauge how much pressure you want to put in there. And you see, it's not even changing my voice, and I am putting a nice bit of pressure. You can see it moving the SCM back. And it's very interesting to think of the SCM muscle, right? This muscle here, sternocleidomastoid muscle. It has proprioceptive cells, and it tells you like where you are in space. Like, um, basically, if the chair that's behind me, the back of the chair, I don't have to like turn to look at it. I can just feel, I know how far away it is, right? So that has to do with these muscles here. So think about right in front, and there are points right on the muscle itself, but right in front, before you get to that layer, before you go external, right? Before you go lateral, we should say, you have to start here. There's a little journey right here in stomach 9. Welcome to being human. So if you have issues, any issues with being human, and a lot of people do, like a lot of the new agey people, like, you're not the body. Well, you have a body and you need to not disassociate from the body, right? So you need to just embrace using your body as this tool of transcendence or whatnot, right? Whatever you want, alchemy, whatever it is, this alchemical vessel. So you can rub this point. I usually start with something active. So rubbing it. I'm not, tapping moves energy, right? Because you're tapping, you're moving, right? And it could be interesting to even break apart if you think about tapping, like what kind of rhythm you're tapping could do something different. Like it's almost like using the shaman's drum. How are you drumming? I don't necessarily want to move so much right now. So I just want to rub. I want to get to I want some activity, but I want something tangible, more tangible, right? I don't want to move the outer layers. I want to go in and I want to move. So that's why I'm doing that. And then even just hold it and just sit there. And if, you can use two hands, you can do it that way, one, whatever you want to do. And think about this as like a key unlocking a door, right? And you might notice like what other sensations you have as you're holding this point, how your breath shifts, how other sensations in the body shift. And you may notice, just other things like what thoughts come in, what feelings start to become louder in your awareness, what memories, and not to take any of it too seriously, right? You don't need to take it too seriously. It's just observation, not trying to grasp or hold on to anything. Yeah. And then you can remove your fingers and just move your breath in and out of the point like it's a nostril. See, I got some nice red, that means it's good chi circulation here. And just breathing in and out of that point. And then you can just rest your awareness in the point. All right, that's it for me today. So lots of joy and aloha, and I'll see you all soon. Bye. I can't figure out how to end it. I'm trying to figure. Oh, there it is. It's over there. Bye.